left-hand side for the home side. He is again going forward looking for Eintracht. Braunschweig win the second ball. And the free kick goes the way of Braunschweig. It was a late challenge. No malice in it or real force behind it, but a foul nonetheless. By Mehmet Aydin, again cleared easily by Union. Eintracht Braunschweig may have only played one game and gone out in that opening game last campaign in the DFB-Pokal. They scored 4 goals though, 4-4 with Stuttgart. Brilliant turn and run by Borju. Manuel Latelat's running into the penalty area, but Ansa goes alone and tries to pick out the man on the right instead. And now here come Braunschweig on the counter. Max Mari. Eintracht flicks it on nicely to Zay, and he'll get the free kick. The free kick in an advantageous position. Well won. Time in from Di Benedetto, and again it's the same outcome, cleared by a Union Berlin player. As it goes to Ehlers, this ball across is not a bad one. Will it break in the penalty area? Yes it will, and there's the opener. The Tier 2 side take the lead. Just sat up nicely in the box. Matteo Raab in the Union Berlin goal didn't move. Eintracht Braunschweig 1, Union Berlin 0. Ehlers with a really good ball across. And an excellent finish from Max Mari. Quickest to react. Snatched onto the loose ball, took a touch, fired at bottom corner. And the already boisterous crowd just got a little louder. Redemption too for Max Mari in this round last campaign when they went out in penalties. He missed his penalty in the shootout. Clinical today though. Young-jong. Moving the ball around quickly, incisively. Sprightly figure. Well, how will Union Berlin react then? Cleared by Di Benedetto, wins the throw-in. Searching ball. Dealt with by Frenkert. Young-jung gets the ball in. Will it break the answer? Still alive here. It's gone out of play though, in the eyes of the referee. Yes, Answer did well originally. So taken away from goal. Here's the opening goal again there. The goal from Ailes was really inviting. It just reacted with more pace, quicker. Bordeaux. To get the strike off, but comfortable stop for a goalkeeper like Hoffmann. Here's the goal scorer. It's a poor pass. Belgium centre-back, Van den Bosch, signed on a free previously at Antwerp. Scatterback can't quite keep it in play. On by the captain. Well dealt with by Katterback, wins the throw-in. And on loan from Hamburg. The last time Union Berlin went out in the opening round was 11 years ago. It was 2-1 to fourth-tier side Victoria Cologne on that day. Trail here by Goldson, plenty of time still to get back in it though, of course. Frenkert finds a Poku. This is on Troop. Solid approach play from the home side. Poku again. The heart of all the positive movement and passing from Braunschweig. Florian Flick. This is Katterback. Delivering an enticing one. Pushed it away though by Union. Little ball from a Poku. Eintracht Braunschweig look in the mood this afternoon. And that's Katterback. The referee blows the whistle for a foul off the ball. big number 9, Maximilian on troop. The man that's got the ire of the referee. And that's what it was for. Goes the way of Union Berlin. Kevin Ehlers and Ansa both ended up in a heap on the floor. Had the most minutes coming out for a player last season, Kevin Ehlers for Eintracht Braunschweig. Lifted into a good area, the flick on. Dealt with by the goalkeeper. Emmanuel Latela has his hands up in apology. In fairness to him, he was looking at the ball the whole time, realised late that he wasn't going to be able to out-jump Hoffman and just tried to get out of the way, but that's not a good fall. Good if you're high in the air like Hoffman was and your legs are taken out from under you. Really break away on the edge of the penalty area. Di Benedetto does well to deal with that and prevent the corner on 2 occasions. And actually finds Apoku with the pass. Here comes Aaron Apoku. Driving in his man now to the byline. He's done really well. The ball across is a good one, and it's headed back to the goalkeeper. On troop, unable to get the required touch just to poke that into the back of the net. Aaron Apoku, though, looks a real threat from the left. Away by Ida. Borju. Braunschweig defending well, all players behind the ball. It's a search and delivery. They get the shot off here. Yes, they can. Yu Young Jung, though, blazing it out into the crowd. Let's get a bit of applause from his manager, though, for the effort. Latela. Smuggle it through to Ansa, unable to do so. There is Ansa now. His touch takes it away from him. It's well cleared by Florian Flick. Alliteration on the name, a Fonnis name to say. But looking to react to going behind. Up to Ansa. Time for the goal kick. Lat does well to latch onto that. Look at a teammate as well. Kadira wins the corner. Better from a Union Berlin perspective. So far, so good for the Eintracht Braunschweig fans. To deliver. Good looking delivery met. A red shirt, out it comes again. Opportunity still alive. So with the header, but it's away from goal. Danger still not fully cleared. It is back at the feet of goalkeeper Matteo Raab. Ivan Borju with the number 9. Bringing close control, but too many yellow shirts in the way. I think that was a dive. On we go then. Young Jung delivers. Too much power behind the curling cross though. Let's see that again then. Good call by the referee. Poked it past his man. There wasn't enough contact though to bring Aydin down. Beaten to the ball. Kemline. Back to Van den Bosch. Delivery cleared by Apoku at the first post. Kemline lifts it into the box. Good deliveries in, but the Union Berlin players struggling to get the ball down and get the shot off. The final action that's required is that spins behind for a goal kick. Berlin bench watching on them. Without quite a few key players on the bench though. No Ollie Burke, one of the top goal scorers last campaign. No Andrej Ilic either. Big player for them, recently signed an extension to stay at the club. So a bit of speculation about him leaving. Lat. And to Woo Young-jung. Delivery with the left foot is a decent one. Lurking at the back post was Ivan Borju. Wins the corner. Very easily could have ricochetted in. Another corner then for the away side. Towards the back post, and it's in! Union Berlin are level. And it's the big defender, Zeno van den Bosch. A goal on his debut. A quarter of an hour before the break, we're back level. He scored a couple in pre-season, but that's his first competitive goal for the club. Signed on a free, not spent a lot of money, they've not brought a lot of new players in Union Berlin, but Van den Bosch could be a tidy signing for them. To Lucas Frenkert. Florian Flick finds Frenkert again. Yellow shirts committed forward for this. Aaron Apoku. Again, brilliant play from him. Braunschweig win the corner. Poku over to deliver. His delivery so far in this game has been second to none. Can he do it from a dead ball? Corey keeping a keen eye on pushing in the box. Easily cleared though by visitors. Kata back out to Apoku as well to keep that in. Now it's Ehlers. Spell of safe possession from Eintracht Braunschweig as they try and settle themselves after conceding that goal. Ehlers fires it forward, and Apoku get there as he can. Hung up looking for on Troop. Zay will try and get there, but beaten to the ball. Frenkert again will start the move. Flick. Lucas Frenkert. Again, Flick to Ehlers. Zay not been too involved so far in this game. This is nice. Kata back with the strike off the crossbar. Thunderous effort that. go till half-time, a division between these sides, but pretty equal affair so far. Here's a Poku. For the curling effort, and that's the poorest shots you'll probably see all day. This one, though, is anything but brilliant struck. Noah Katterback. Distance of a crossbar away from getting his side back in front. He had already struck the post by the time Matteo Raab has put his hands up to try and save it. Forward, but it's ball in an inaccurate one. Renkert. Good spell of possession this from the home side after going behind, trying to wrestle back control. To Ontrut. Trying to hold it up under pressure, the big number 9. Finds a Poku. Back with Aaron Poku. Decisive pass cut out just in time by Juranovic. Forward by Flip. Poor touch from the goal scorer Max Mari. And here comes Emmanuel Latte-Lat, his forward ball intercepted by Flip. He's yet to really get involved in the game, Emmanuel Latte-Lat. Still working on that relationship with the players around him since joining. As we saw in the Championship, the second division of English football, he can be a real clinical goal scorer. Got their leveller from a corner. Union Berlin. Hit again by Juranovic. And a foul preceding corner being taken means it's a free kick for Braunschweig. Away by Di Benedetto. One by Junior Z. Ontrut. Back with Zay. Out to Opoku. Looking again for Junior Zay, but it was well read by Kvarfeld. Leopold Kvarfeld scored 4 goals in the DFB-Pokal last season for Union Berlin, including 2 penalties in the 3-2 loss to Bayern in the round of 16. Union Berlin knocked out by the eventual winners last season. Di Benedetto. Through this summer from Stuttgart, scored in the opening day of the league campaign. Brentford back to Hoffman in goal. Won't quite break for either side, and then it's blasted downfield for Raab to get things going again. Brilliant play from Mpoku. He's been the man of the match so far. Di Benedetto strides forward. And it's opening up here. The ball across, cleared by Van den Bosch. Brilliant header from the man that his header at the other end of the pitch got his side level. Di Benedetto again. Again, space out on that right-hand side. Ehlers. Searching delivery. Breaks for Mpoku, one touch, and the curling effort. About a yard wide. You see what he was trying to do. Again, good play from the home side. Side in the second tier against the Bundesliga team. Wasn't too far away. Matelat collects the loose ball. Brings Juranovic into play. Van den Bosch. By Leopold Fairfelt. Juranovic. Matelat. Quite sit up. For a Union Berlin player. Red shirt's waiting the cross. It's really well dealt with by Aydin. Had his teammates back after he was nutmegged. Referee signalling to take the throw in quickly. This is the new instructions for the referee. The delivery cleared away. Clever play that from Mehmet Aydin. Here's the leveller then. Towering header from Van den Bosch. Two minutes of additional time then, at the end of the first 45. Answer. Quite smuggle it through to Matelat. Here's a Mpoku. And just to continue, despite being manhandled numerous times, and he does pull it back for the free kick. Although that final action looked like he was fouled by his own teammate. I believe this was the foul that the free kick was given for. scored by Lucas Frenke, and man missed the decisive penalty in the shootout in this stage last season of the DFB-Pokal. They lost to Stuttgart. We will be heading to penalties if it is level after the 90 and then after extra time here today as well. Poku. Mari thumped away downfield. Forward by Frenkert. Here's the goal scorer Max Mari. 30 seconds remaining of this first period. There's one final chance left. Kemlein. Lat. And there is the half-time whistle then. Thoroughly entertaining end-to-end first half. Van den Bosch getting the leveller for Union Berlin after Max Mari opened the scoring for the home side. Really quick reactions in the box to smack it home. Eintracht Braunschweig also hit the crossbar. Noah Katterback with a thunderous effort which bounced off the woodwork. Eintracht Braunschweig so far holding their own against top-tier division. Half-time score here then. Eintracht Braunschweig 1, Union Berlin 1. Here are the half-time stats then. Pretty even so far if you look at the total shots. Completely even on shots on target and XG. Very much the same when it comes to defensive actions as well. More clearances though for Braunschweig. A lot of the balls swung in, a lot of crosses coming from Union Berlin. And more passing accuracy and more passes in total from the home side. And a pretty well-played, fair-played game so far. No yellow cards or red cards. And let's have a look at the moment of the match so far then. Of the match coming on the 11th minute. Eintracht Braunschweig, the home side, the lower ranked side, playing at home against Bundesliga opposition, getting their noses in front, and Max Mari reacted quickest. The ball pinballing around the box to slot home and give his side the lead.
This is the DFB-Pokal. Drama, excitement, goals. 64 clubs started, only 2 remain, and just one of them will put their name on that trophy. Will it be Bayern? Will it be Stuttgart? The DFB-Pokal final kicks off. Two sides that know all about winning this season. Well, Urbig had to make sure he got down for that. Maximilian Mittelstadt. Odyssey's ball for Harry Kane! He's done it! A goal in every round. was a big chance. They thought they might have had a corner at the very least. Oh! Harry Kane, he might have another go. Here he comes. Harry Kane again! It's two! That'll do it for Bayern with 10 minutes to play, surely. No way back. Harry Kane, record breaker once more. Olise, who's got himself in the box outside of the boot. Big appeal for handball. Referee points to the spot. Harry Kane is on a hat-trick. Is he going to get it? Harry Kane! Of course it is! It could only be the one, the only Harry Edward Kane to make it 3-0. A Bayern hat-trick in the final. Good night, Stuttgart. Bayern München win the double. Harry Kane wins the day. A man of the match performance from the England captain. After 6 years of wandering in the wilderness, Bayern are back on top. The 83rd DFB-Pokal is Bayern's. They are back. Back where they believe they belong.
Holstein Kiel sensationally knock out Bayern. Saarbrücken have won it against Bayern.
Crosby, but the goal is open. Can he find it? Oh my word!
This is what the DFB-Pokal is all about. For the first time in 6 years, Bayern have won the DFB-Pokal.
HEBC Hamburg have qualified for the DFB-Pokal.
They won it again for the third time. Borussia Dortmund, DFB Cup winners.
It's in! HEBC are running away with it. Into Girassi and scores magnificently.
Highlights then from the first half. Clear side, Union Berlin. An early opportunity. Josip Juranovic firing over from the edge of the box. So, plenty of time to take the strike. Couldn't keep it down. Eintracht Braunschweig looked really good going forward, particularly when that man, Aaron Apoku, was on the ball. Really good delivery. Look out, Max Mardi, who forced a save from Union Berlin shot stopper. Got to stay on side as well. The 11th minute, Berlin managed to deal with the first ball into the penalty area, and in it came again, not dealt with, picked up by Max Mari, one touch, bang, bottom corner, Eintracht Braunschweig lead. Really enticing delivery, bobbled around in there, but one man that wasn't indecisive was Max Mari. Saw the opportunity and took it. Poku again, making things happen for the home side. beating his man. The delivery, decent one. And Troop, number 9, just unable to get that required touch. They whipped a lot of crosses in Union Berlin. This one, a dangerous one to the back post, was finished off by Van den Bosch. Towering header from the Belgian centre-back. Wasn't well marked, which is poor from an Eintracht Braunschweig point of view. It looked like they were doing perhaps zonal marking. Opportunities after that as well. It was an end-to-end open first period. To Noah Katterbach, who took one touch with his left and a strike plastering off the bar. Coming pretty close to getting his side back in front. Looked like Raab would have got anywhere near that. Ball was already bouncing away off the crossbar when he was putting his hands up to save it. Final chance of the first period. Again saw a delivery from Ayler down the right hand side and came all the way to the other side for a Poku, who went for the curling effort. The arrowed strike not arrowed enough to the top corner. Look at the rest of the fixtures and results across round 1 then in the DFB Pokal. 1-1 here, but plenty of goals elsewhere across the league. And as you'd expect, a lot of the top tier sides in front. Borussia Mönchengladbach by 2-0. Mainz, 5 goals to the good. And later kickoffs as well. Half time here at the Eintracht Stadium. It's Eintracht Braunschweig 1, Union Berlin 1. Players coming out for the second half then. Finally poised at the moment. 1 goal each. One of these sides will progress. It can only be one side. Goes into the next round. It's a knockout competition. Eintracht Braunschweig knocked out at this stage in the last DFB-Pokal for losing the penalties to Stuttgart. Berlin were emphatic in their opening round game last time out. They won 5-0 against Gütersloh. Next faced Armina and won 2-1. And they lost to Bayern Munich, the eventual winners. 3-2 game. Doesn't look like either manager's opted to make any changes at the break. Be the same starting 11 then to get us back underway in the second half. Off we go then. One of these teams find a winner in normal time. Or are we heading for extra time and penalties? There's a division between these sides, but it was a very even first half. And if it continues that way, I feel that either team could win it. Free kick goes the way of the side from Berlin. The final, of course, will be played in Berlin in May. No club, though, from the capital has actually ever won this competition. Union Berlin did reach the final in 2001. They lost 2-0 to Schalke on that occasion. The delivery towards the back post, and free kick goes the way of Braunschweig. See, looking head injury as well. That's where they looked most threatening in the first period. Union Berlin, from those deliveries into the box. That's how they got their goal. Goal. Fairfeld finds the goal scorer Van den Bosch. And Salas, it will roll across his body. Out comes Hoffman to deal with the situation. Bundesliga get underway. It starts next weekend. In Berlin, home to Frankfurt and then away at Leverkusen. Braunschweig has already started their campaign, as already mentioned. In fact, next in the league for them, the other side for Berlin. We're at home to Hertha Berlin. Back to Raab. Bourgeois wins the free kick again. A bit of a late sliding challenge from Aydin. nowhere near the ball. Wry smile on his face. See that is fair enough as a free kick. Bharatvarsh. Junior Zay. Opening up for him, out to Apoku. Quite kick out, Max Mari holds his hands up. Now can Union Berlin break. The poor pass under the pressure. Young Jun unable to pick out his teammate. Lars Konetka will be pleased with what he's seen so far. He's juggling this job alongside being Ralf Rangnick's assistant with the Austrian national side this summer in the World Cup. Actually, he's now full-time focusing on Eintracht Braunschweig, but he spoke about the World Cup and how he wants to take the euphoria that he experienced in the USA, Mexico and Canada to players here at Eintracht Braunschweig. He's been flirting with relegation in recent seasons. Eintracht Braunschweig finished 15th last season, level on points with relegated Düsseldorf and the relegation playoff side as well. Only better goal difference saved them, so he's got a job in his hand, Lars Konetka. Today though, all the focus is on the cup, reaching that next round. Urging the fans on with the enthusiasm and the energy to try and pull back to the pitch. In by Apoku, punched by Raab. Katterback recycles back to Apoku. A decent looking delivery and another good punch from Raab. Berlin get rid. Couple of half opportunities there though for the home side. Pocket as well to shield the ball. Slipped in behind to Ansar. Reminder that Union Berlin are without Oliver Burke and Illich, two key attacking players for them. Players that certainly would have played, if not from the off, from the bench today. And on loan, signing Emmanuel Latela to really have any opportunities himself. Really have the service and connected that well with his teammates yet. Katterback comes away with it. First yellow card of the game as well. Yellow card for Aloysia Kemline. Lars. Sit down to Aydin. The home side have had the better start in this second period. Di Benedetto. Poku in space out on the left. On Troop now. Combines well with Max Mari, who finds the bottom corner. Eintracht Braunschweig back in front, and it's that man again. What a cool finish. They've been the better side so far in this second half, and they've got their just reward. Koku was in space out on the left, but he went for the vertical passing. With two players in front of him, he had no right to manage to dig the shot out. Really cool finish. Curled it into the bottom corner, almost passed it in. Enough power though to beat Raab in goal. Braunschweig back in front. Name rings around the stadium. How will the Bundesliga side react? Van den Bosch lifts it up. Twisted down by Ansar. To Rotte. Van den Bosch thought about going for the strike. His cross is cleared though. Here's a Poku. 2-on-1 if they can time it right in the pass. Not quite right, and you can see the frustration on Aaron Apoku's face. He knows that had that pass and found Benedetto, could have been 3-1. The ball won't be kept in by Woo Young-jong. Quite clicking in the attacking third for the visitors. Berlin applying the high press. Effective as well, well worked out by Braunschweig. Switched out to Aydin. Junior still going, the young switch forward. Curling effort. Knocking off a number of players and bobbling out to the corner. They are very much on top, Eintracht Braunschweig. Back out towards Poku. Knocked onto him by Florian Flick. Katterback gets the ball across, but dealt with, and Eintracht was down. No VAR, remember, in the DFB-Pokal, so potential penalties won't be re-looked at. Not that I'm suggesting that was, but a bit of a cheap giveaway. Now here come Union Berlin. The channel for Ansar. Touch takes it straight into the defender. Farfelt. Good ball across, and Latte couldn't get the touch. Golden opportunity for the forward. He's been feeding on scraps all afternoon. Well, that was pretty much put on a plate for him. In fact, it was a brilliant touch, a brilliant defensive action. To take the ball away from him. Lucas Frenke, goal-saving action there. Towards the back post. Alive by Livan Borju. So trickery to beat one. Couldn't beat the second man though. And now the yellow and blue shirts are flooding forward. And it goes to Apoku, the pass well behind him though, and a chance for the red shirts to get back into formation. Benedetto. Nuzay. A well-worked move. Behind for another corner. Union Berlin struggling to contain Braunschweig. Next goal. So important. A bit glib to say, of course, but a goal cushion could be enough to see Eintracht Braunschweig into the next round. 30 minutes left in this DFB-Pokal game, shooting in front of their ultra fans in this second period. It's in near post, cleared by red shirt. And a second chance to deliver it in, and that swings well out for a goal. Changes then coming for Union Berlin. Off comes Emmanuel Latela, pretty ineffective in this game so far. He's replaced by Lubicic. And the other change sees Woo Young-jun go off for Andreas Schäfer. Be in here. It's back to Kemline. It's Braunschweig players hunting for the ball. Farfelt. It's a good ball. Just waiting in the penalty area, and behind it goes for another corner. Corner for Union Berlin. They scored from one of them in the first half. Lifted in, and again they level from the corner. Eintracht Braunschweig undone by another set piece. And it's Eintracht Braunschweig 2, Union Berlin 2. Tom Rotter with the final touch. It was a good flick on at the near post from the substitute Lubicic. And then finished off nicely by Tom Rotter. Striker's finish from the defender. Di Benedetto just left his man. He had eyes on him and then he just let him go. All square again then. Poku, wonderful touch. Find Mari, the scorer of both of Braunschweig's 2 goals. Poku again. Little dinked inside ball. Again, Poku back to on Troop, but the touch didn't quite carry it through to the number 9. Back for free kick. Here's that goal on the second goal for Braunschweig. Bullseye. And the level up for Union Berlin as well. Really well worked corner. Swung out to a Poku. Lifted up looking for Junior Zay, and it's a little too high for the young forward. He's helped to his feet by Raab. Mauro Lustrinelli will be pleased with the impact his subs have made. Successful player himself, including 12 caps for the Swiss national side before becoming a coach. Ansar into Borju. Back to Arota, the scorer of Union Berlin's second goal. 50 feet from the defender, and then the referee not awarding the foul. Perhaps arguing that he tried to buy it. Aydin has the right to hold his ground. Sun out here in Lower Saxony. It's up by Aaron Apoku. Couldn't find on Troop. Wins it back though. That's Mari. Apoku. Kata back. Ansar can get it under a spell. Back it goes to Hoffman goal. The Braunschweig fans still loud and proud, whirling their scarves around. That challenge from the substitute Lubicic. Frenko reluctant to shake his hand. forward and away. Union Berlin players in the attacking half. Rota. Strike the arm of Schaefer. Referee didn't think so. Sort of flick from him in the initial build-up. Long throw in, and it's comfortable for Hoffmann in goal. The momentum of this match swinging back and forth. Subs prime to come on for Braunschweig. Borju is possessed. Apoku. Nice little turn and trick, but gone one too many. Goes to Ansar. Run at his defender, gets it onto that left foot, and the strike saved initially, but then knocked in. Union Berlin in front for the first time in this game. Just a long ball over the top, and it's the substitute Marin Ljubicic. Twice Eintracht Braunschweig have led, twice Union Berlin have got level, and now they're in front. Brilliant play from Ansar. Got the shot off, and quick reaction from Ljubicic. And you feel Hoffmann will be so frustrated with that. Change. A couple of changes then for Eintracht Braunschweig. It's that goal. They want to make different substitutions. So for the first time in this game, Braunschweig are behind. Benedetto. Apoku. Can he work his magic? Behind for a goal kick. Berlin react with their own changes. Off comes Livan Borju. So to Juranovic. Debut then for Michale Aibisha. 29-year-old Swiss international comes on. So too does Christopher Trimmel. And for Eintracht. Michele Sanchez coming onto the field. Ontruk also going off for Orbeck, a striker that they signed this summer. Jan Orbeck on loan from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Top tier side, can he bring a top tier quality required to get them back level? Tunisia battles his way through and wins the free kick. Good play from the young forward. Changes on the sidelines for Braunschweig as they go for goal from the free kick, and that is comfortable for Raab. Ljubicic in an offside position, and here come those further changes then for the home side. Off comes Di Benedetto. He's replaced by Eno Tempelmann. Toku also making way. And replacing him is Jan Strum. Headed away by Christopher Trimmel, the only player that played when these two sides met in their last competitive meeting back in 2018. Christopher Trimmel as well, I suspect the only player on the pitch as well that was born in the 80s. He's got the captain's armband on now as well. Home crowd want that piece to be taken a little quicker. Referee showing he's alert to that, any time wasting. Plays advantage. Tempelmann as well to get back in, but can only knock it out for a throw-in. Schalke midfielder Tempelmann. A worthwhile away day so far for those Union Berlin players, fans even. As the corner is given. And corners have been their undoing in this game. Braunschweig conceded from two of them. Trimmel propped over to deliver. Cleared this time by the Braunschweig defender. Ibischer. Up to Trimmel. Just couldn't quite keep it in play. Frankert. Iden. Mari. Can he find a third? He looks for the run of Jan Orbeck. Orbeck, went from Gladbach, scored 2 goals in his debut. Good start today, but just over 10 minutes, whatever's added on for stoppage time to get a goal today. Rotter. The overlap is Ibisha. Trimmel turns away from danger. And the delivery a little overhit. Well kept in though. And the delivery met at the near post, but Hoffman there to gather it. Orbeck. Mari. Comes into play. Aydin, who wins the corner. There's that save again then. His goal, the difference as things stand. Looking delivery, punched. Volley headed clear. Hoffman out of his own half to lift it back in. Knocked away by Kadira. Orbeck helps it on. Strum keeps it alive. A shot from range, well blocked. Florian flicks it forward. Tempelmann. Back with Tempelmann. Digs it up and it's clutched out the air by Raab. They'll leave themselves open to the counter now, but Ansar can't get that under control and Ehlers will book it back to Hoffman in goal. Aydin. Ljubicic. Ibisha. Played in the recent World Cup with Switzerland. It's helped out to Trimmel. 3 red shirts await the cross, but behind instead it goes. In the corner of the game. As Lars Konetka looks on glumly. Twice his Cyber in front. Now they trail. I feel like a gut punch that third goal. Swinging delivery. Gathered by Hoffman. He was fouled, and out comes the yellow card for the man that did that. It was Van den Bosch. A goal to his name and a yellow card to his name as well. looking ball. And comes the delivery, and Orbit couldn't get there. Free kick Braunschweig. Take it quickly, they're running out of time here. They're heading out of the DFB. Swings it in, the corner will be prevented by Raab. Bosch. The pressure from Jan Orbic pays off. Wins his side of throw-in. Michele Sanchez. Lucas Frenkert. Really good ball. Jan Strum lays it off to Aiden, who blazes over. And was that the opportunity? And has it gone begging? Brilliant ball to find Strum. His pass across was perfect, laid on a plate. And Aiden just leant back and blazed it into the stands. Oh, how he'll look back on that with regret. Orbit managed to hold on to the ball for his side. Aiden, man who missed that golden opportunity. It's a bit of a pushing and shoving situation with a couple of Union Berlin players. It's kicking off a little now. All a bit ill-tempered at the end there. Aiden didn't like the way he was manhandled, and he made sure that Michel Aibischer knew about it. Mauro Lustrinelli just telling his players to calm things down. They're in front. They don't need to have any problems, and Aiden gets the yellow, and as does Aibischer. Here's what Aiden was annoyed about. One challenge there, and then Aibischer put his hands on him. Florian Flick drops it back to a teammate, swung out to Aiden. Time running out. Can Eintracht Braunschweig find a goal, which would probably take us to extra time at this rate? Good strength from Trimmel. Referee with the time gesture to ensure the throw-in's taken quickly. We saw in the World Cup, and as he adopted most of the major leagues across Europe. Ehlers. Hoffman. Marty. Finds the perfect ball into the channel. Towards the penalty spot, headed clear though. And Jan Strum unable to bring it down. Number 2 is Max Marty. A little bit scrappy and fractious in the final stages of this game. Here's Jan Strum, young winger. Create space for the shot, can't do so. Aydin. Strummer again. His shot ricochets and it's a good save from Rob. Interesting. Konetka holding up a sign to his players, perhaps to inform them of which set piece routine he wants to see from this corner. Change then. Here comes Junior Zay. He's replaced by Andy Hotti. So we've played the 90. And the players bunched in that 6-yard box. That's clearly the plan. Lifted in there. Falls for Strum. It's blocked, and now here come Union Berlin. Lubicic gets the throw in from the free kick. Union Berlin with a chance to finalise the win, and it's well blocked. Can't confirm the amount of injury time on the end of the 90. As the away side win a corner. Lubicic's goal is the winner as things stand, and here it is. Neat little header. Wasn't long on the pitch before he slotted that in. Looks like Union Berlin are just going to try and keep it in the corner for the closing stages. That's effective. As the throw-in goes the way of Braunschweig. Hoffman fires forward. Desperate times now for Braunschweig. They're heading out of the DFB-Pokal. Strike is blocked. Aydin will pick up the pieces. In fact, he'll let it go out for a throw-in. Again headed away. Hoffman. Mari. Put back into the danger area, headed down and cleared by Van den Bosch. It's a loose pass. Ansar. Strength from the number 10. Lubicic. Lubicic to seal it! And he has! Union Berlin can celebrate. And that's the final moment of the game. Eintracht Braunschweig put on a really good performance. Twice they led. But Union Berlin showed their class and quality in the end. Lubicic's 2 goals, enough. After they got back level twice through corner situations. A classic DFB-Pokal game. Eintracht Braunschweig are out. Union Berlin still in the hunt for the trophy. Still in the hunt to head to the capital in May for the final. They're into the next round. Full-time score, Eintracht Braunschweig 2, Union Berlin 4. The full-time stats then, as you can see, Union Berlin with a far superior XG. It was a really good performance from Eintracht Braunschweig. Plenty of possession, more of the share of possession. And they really fought for every ball out there, winning more tackles. Better passing accuracy as well. Let's take a look at the highlights then from that game. Lower side, Eintracht Braunschweig started really brightly, and when Ehlers put the ball across the box, Max Mari was the quickest to react, giving the home side the lead on the 11th minute. Over the half-hour mark, Union Berlin got a corner. Van den Bosch let tire. His header getting side from Berlin back level. The second half, the pattern was repeated. Eintracht Braunschweig getting their from Berlin back level. The second half, the pattern was repeated. Eintracht Braunschweig getting their side from Berlin back level. The second half, the pattern was repeated. Eintracht Braunschweig getting their noses back in front through Max Mari. Cool finish, build up, and once again And once again,